How's it everyone? Welcome back to Open Court. I'm Kent and today I'm sharing you the new racket that I bought recently. So I made a switch and it wasn't something that I wasn't planning to do, but this new version of this racket that I've been playing with for a long time actually had some differences from the previous edition, and they came out with a new cosmetic which I really liked. So I decided to upgrade and get the new 2024 Auxetic 2.0 Speed Pro in this all black colorway, and this is referred to as the Speed Legend. So this racket, the Speed Pro Legend, is inspired by Novak Djokovic. You can see his logo right here. I'm not particularly a fan of Djokovic. I just really like this color, as well as the previous 2013 black Speed Pro. I actually have that. Let me go get that right now. So this is the 2013 Graphene Speed Pro. As you can see over here, it says Speed. And this is a very limited edition. Only about 600 of these were ever made. I bought this used in Japan, and it has a very similar colorway, and I decided to get this Speed. So up until recently, my go-to racket for league matches and tournaments has been the Graphene 360 Speed Pro. This came out in 2018, I believe. Until then, I was using the 2013 Graphene Speed Pro. And the reason why I decided to get this one, the 2018 version, is because they actually changed a little bit. So they made the string spacing a little bit wider. It was still an 1820 like the previous editions, but the string spacing became a little bit wider to get a little bit easier spin and power. They also made the beam 1 millimeter thicker, which honestly I wish they kept it as a 22 millimeter, but primarily the string spacing is the reason why I decided to upgrade to this version, because it was very hard for me to get a lot of kick on my kick serve with this because the 18 mains were so tight. But they upgraded, or they changed the string pattern to this, which is why I decided to get this, and I've been using this for a while because the succeeding generations of the Speed Pro didn't really change all that much until now. The Auxetic 2.0 Speed Pro has changed the weight and balance. So they actually made the static weight 310 grams and the balance 310 millimeters. That's what made me finally get this racket and upgrade, because I like something 310 millimeters or below so I can get the racket head acceleration over my head to hit effective serves, as well as that headlight whippy feel at the net for my volley game. The Speed Pro has always been a classic baseliner's stick, and that's why I like it, but I do want something a little bit more weighted towards the handle so I can maintain my serve and volley game as well. So I bought this racket used off of eBay. I tend to do that because it saves me money, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to customize my new Speed Pro to sort of match my previous Speed Pro. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some weight. I'm going to add weight in the throat here. I'm also gonna open up the butt cap and add some weight here. And I'm also going to change this grip. So this is the standard head Hydrosorb Pro synthetic grip that comes on this stock form. I'm actually going to switch this out for something thinner because I like a little bit thinner grip, and I'm going to put an overgrip on it. So this is the grip that I'm gonna put on it. This is called the Tourna Pro Thin. This is the thinnest base grip that I could find, and I did a review on this. I'll link it in the description below. I'm going to put this grip on it, and also I'm going to open up the butt cap here and put some tungsten putty, which this is right here. So you can buy these things off of Amazon. I bought it, it came in a 3-pack, and it comes in something like this. It's a tungsten putty. It's like Play-Doh basically. You can kind of knead it and squish it into the butt cap as necessary. So I'm going to weight down the handle using this tungsten putty, and I'm going to put some lead tape in the throat. So I'll be back after I finish customizing this to show you what it looks like. Alright guys, I'm back. I got my Auxetic 2.0 Speed Pro customized now. So as you can see here, I put weight in the throat in the form of lead tape, lead strips here. I like to put it in the throat because it increases the heft of the racket, meaning that it increases the weight to give it a little bit more plow through. Some people like to put it up here at like the 3 and 9 o'clock position, or some people even like putting it all the way up here at 12 to help them with the serve. I don't like putting weight in the head because it increases the head heaviness, which makes it less whippy. That's makes it harder for me to maneuver it at the net for my touch and angle volleys, and it also makes it harder for me to bring it over my head to pronate and get that racket head acceleration for speed and power. So I don't usually put weight in the head here. There are some exceptions. If the racket is really head light and it lacks stability, then I might put some weight in here, but usually I only put weight in the throat. So this racket, because it's 100 square inches, it doesn't really have much stability problems in my opinion. So that's why I put weight here. And I also opened up the butt cap. It's pretty easy to open this up. If you can see here, you can see a little slit. So just stick it all inside and just lever it and pop out the butt cap and just put some tungsten putty in there. Or what you can do is when you take off the base grip, you can wrap some lead tape around the base of the handle over here to increase or rather weight up the butt cap to make it a little bit more head light. So as you can see now, when I balance the racket on the throat, it leans very heavily towards the handle because of all of that weight that I put under the butt cap. I don't actually calculate how much weight I put in. I kind of just go by feel. I know exactly how long I want these strips of lead to be and how big the amount of tungsten putty I want to put in here. So it's all a matter of feel, and I adjust accordingly if necessary, but it's usually not that big of an issue for me. So now I'm also going to put my Wilson Pro Overgrip over this, and then now I have my completed tennis racket for matches. So I'm going to be using this for some of my league matches. I'm also going to cut these strings out because this is what it came with, Luxilon Olive Power. It still has some life to it, but I do want to use this racket for testing strings and reviewing for you guys. So I'll leave it in the dark to see what string I'm going to put in this to test. But as of now going forward, this is my new racket, the Head Speed Pro 2024 edition Auxetic 2.0. I'll leave my full review of this racket in the description down below, so check it out if you guys are interested. And as always, if you guys like this content and want to see more, be sure to overhead smash that like and subscribe button to keep the reviews coming, and I'll see you on an open court.